While about, turn about, do the jitsu. Every time, well about, jumping Jim Crow. While about, turn about, do the jitsu. Every time, well about, jumping Jim Crow. Jimmy Cheese. Hey yo, well, well, you just gotta be careful what you just said about the the sing along song about Jim Crow because there's few words I need to tell you. Well, Jim Crow, he's the person that who was the real name by Jimmy Chiles. If you know this person, he's the person who was the soldier for the Conference of States of America, where all the flag that has to represent all the African Americans that happened to take their lands before, since they came from Africa to United States and America since for like 600 years. And you didn't know that stuff because most of the Africans, they can be really harm on the white people, which is the KKK. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is just try to be careful, try not to get on their slaves. Think about it. There's no way to pass it because one of these Jim Crow laws that they're seeing pretty new today. And Jimmy Chiles just broke the rules because the reason why they want to have to deal with their own country. But Abraham Lincoln said no. They would have to destroy or abolish the slavery and open up the segregated for the Jim Crow law to let those white people to try not to let those people who are African American try not to take on the white people's land. That is the reason why it's only for one of their houses only. You know what I mean? Like people from the black men in the South, especially in the West Coast and anywhere, especially like in buses too. Right now, the new Jim Crow laws just got open for now for this year because they heard that they've been segregated from buses and sometimes buildings and other commercial ways that they can use combined mental between residential and commercial. Because there's going to be a reasons that the new Jim Crow law was just already open because a lot of black people, they're just breaking their rules and they're breaking their law in the United States of America because, you know, here's the hell what I tell you. Michelle Alexander, she created this book. And you know, crimes can get worse if you think about cocaine is really okay in the 80s. Nope, you can't do that. Just gotta have to listen to those officers and the law. You know, if you don't listen, then something's gonna change to segregate each other. You know, like for us, we're demanding a way for those black people try not to be in a relationship with. You know what I mean? That's just for us because we were smart and we love to be smart. And that is the reason why you're going to have to extend the land, extend the building, and let these black heritages to end up poor. Because the reason why, when they came back from prison, all these houses would be segregated from those black people that won't come. That is the reason why you should never come there. And in that demand during the Trump administration and in this presidency during today, there's no way. When you keep breaking their laws like that, if you're getting against the rules, the police officers will shoot you. That's all I can hear. And you could shoot yourself if you have that freaking stigma. And you gotta be careful of that shit because you would could kill yourself. You gotta be like a good nigga sticker if you represent this place. If this one's not, you're not even careful with that stuff. You know what I mean? And especially for breaking the rules in a relationship with someone else who are white, Mexican, or anybody else in this country. You gotta be extra careful because in the United States and America, they're working really hard about the new Jim Crow law. If this something happens, because that could change the culture, the literature, the property of their homes, and all that. Think about it, and think about drugs too. You know, we can't allow that from their pots. Well, we know cocaine and also cigarettes, and method two, tobacco. Can't do that. This has got to change. They have to change, and that is the reason why the Trump presidency has been working really hard in this progress. If you're not careful, and this is going to be the end of the civil rights movement of the black people. And that means they'll come back for the segregated Jim Crow law from today. Because people should not be careful and people shouldn't be minding their own business. If you keep thinking and dissing about like one of their relationships can be disrespected to, can't do that. Especially being by yourselves. Because we're trying to make a plan to play like black games, like hit the nigger or throw the targets to a nigger or any games you can play on the app or something that you can get disrespectful on black people. You know what I mean? And this could cause worse, especially for the artists if you're not careful. Because we got so many good musician artists we've seen today. We only got Rihanna, we only got Drake, Bruno Mars, and all the international artists who they gain much famous in the United States and America. That includes Ariana Grande and One Direction. One Direction is such a good group. If you're not careful, all those racist stuffs. You know what I mean? And someone of them breaking their rules, if those black colored, you're gonna deal with that stuff. If you're not careful. And that was about it. The new Jim Crow law, the old Jim Crow law, that was about it. The old Jim Crow law wasn't expanded since the 19th century before they ended since the 60s. But right now, we're coming back. It's Odyssey.